Sorry I'm late. The waves sounded too cold.
Hi, I'm Austin, and this is Late Starters.
I tell you one thing. I take you into confidence. One time.
It was too good not to use. It's literally my favorite sentence that anybody has ever said. Is I had to replace that sound audio because the waves sounded too cold.
They sounded like New York waves. They didn't sound like California waves. What can I say?
Oh my god.
It's all about the coasts.
It is all about the coast.
I'm going to listen to the ocean, and I'm going to try and guess the temperature of the ocean every time I come near.
Here's the thing. I was watching QI once, and this is a real thing. Like, people can hear the difference between
hot water and cold water. You can hear the difference. Sorry, I got
Emily
really excited.
knows.
I don't know if I can. I don't know that I can.
Hot
water's cloudy.
Steams. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not water anymore, then.
It's steam.
It's steam.
It's water particles.
It's ghost hand
They're
jobs.
just not holding
Ghost hand
hands
job.
right now.
I feel like the West Coast water, you can like hear the dolphins in the morning, and on the East Coast water, you can hear the recap.
Chonks,
Cha,
what are we supposed to be doing here?
chameleon.
Oh yeah, so we were going to Mount Moon, and we were riding Betsy. You remember the Aerodactyl, the one with like, "G'day, mate," like that guy? Yeah, totally. And we were all like trying to text people and like talk to people. Like Victor, he was trying to send some text, but this huge lightning storm was happening, so like we couldn't get any text. Okay, so I said we all were. I wasn't. I was talking to Nova because we had stuff to talk about. Like, Nova was just, like, going through a lot. I mean, like, so would anybody who had kind of just, like, joined up with, like, a bunch of people that they thought were, like, chill and cool, but then it turns out they're terrible. Oh, no.
Chameleon.
We're not like that, Chunks, right? Like, we're genuinely cool, right? We're not, like, terrible.
Chameleon.
Then there were these soldiers and Euro, and you guys remember Euro, the like meat spin guy? Yeah, you get it. Anyways, he was on Mount Moon, and so Pichu and Pidgey go out there and start to kick butt. But then Pidgey gets knocked out by a Greninja, which is stupid because Greninjas are stupid. They're idiot. Okay, fine. The Pokemon itself wasn't. This Greninja is stupid. Chonks, you're right. I shouldn't put all Greninja in the same category. They've just been really annoying thus far.
Chameleon.
Anyway, so we all let our Pokemon out, and then there's this huge battle, and we weren't even off of Betsy yet. Betsy was still flying over. It was like an aerial view of the whole battlefield. It was so cool. But then Victor jumps down and gets Pidgey, and then Spoons teleports Pidgey and Pichu back to me, and then the fight just takes off. And then I fell a little bit off of Betsy. I mean, falling is really just, flying without an end game in mind. It was fine. But then Ford dropped down towards Euro and pow, gives him like an elbow to the head and like took him down. It was cool. And then there was a bunch of Shadow Scyther, but it was no real problem because Liddy and Scyther and I, took them out. MBD. That stands for no big deal. I'm getting pretty good at texting. So then Nova does this sweep and ran on this wall over to Euro and then delivers a stunner right to one of Euro's whatever goons. Yeah, that's the word, goons. Good word, Chonks. That's nice. So then he's like, Nova's gonna kick my butt, and he starts running because he's a scared little baby. Then Spoons decides to teleport drop and then protects Victor, and then Louie and Chonks are fighting together and they're taking out more Shadow Scyther, and it's like, whoa, there's just like fire and battle and teleporting all around. It was crazy. And And then Pichu came in and took down that Greninja. It was nuts. Oh, man. Yeah, and then Cubone and I knock this dude out, and then Pidgey comes back in the fight and gets Euro and takes him down. Gets his beak right to the chest, right to the solar plexus. Yeah! Pidgey's pretty hardcore. Anyways, and then Spoons teleports a guy off a cliff, and
Yeah.
and then Nova breaks a lot of bones in a man's leg, and Trunks, I'm just really worried that it's really kind of starting to sound like maybe we're not cool. Anyways, then we head for Mount Moon.
Inside of Mount Moon, as you all file into the into the cavern, you hear a cry of pain.
Human or Pokemon?
Is it hot
Human.
pain or is it cold pain?
You can hear the difference.
It seems cold.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I can't hear the difference between an A and an E. There's no way I can hear temperature.
Or an E and an I.
Peeing and peeing.
Peeing and peeing. All right, so we had knocked out all of the guys and Euro and everything, and I know we'd tied them up.
Yeah, Jet came down and he helped out with that to make sure they stayed there.
Steve and Betsy, too. Betsy?
Yeah, those.
Betsy. So they've got the Team Skulk guys under control.
Yep.
Are they staying outside or are they coming with
They're staying outside. For one, Betsy won't fit in, and two, they are making sure that the Skulk guys don't get freed or away or anything.
If only someone had invented like a container for the Pokemon in order to bring them into. Anyway.
I don't know, that sounds
Not
made
a
up.
clue.
Not in any of our adventures have we come across that.
Never once.
And if you did, you wouldn't use them.
Sure would.
Kinda true.
Were they going to contact the Jennies?
Yes, I believe you all had them do that as well. In which when you all arrived at Mount Moon, you saw that there were Jennies already at the bottom. They just weren't up there where you all were.
Thank
What do
you,
you call the
Austin.
group of Jennies? Anyway.
An 8, 6,
Ma
7, 5, 3,
Jenny.
9.
A block.
Aww! That's really good.
So we hear a scream of pain.
Yeah. It's Austin.
It's Austin.
He wants us to stop.
Hello?
Nothing answers you.
Did you guys hear that? Or am I anticipating pain and death?
Now, I definitely heard that. I mean, as much as I really want to fuck with you right now, I definitely heard that.
What? Okay. Why do you want to mess with me?
Oops.
Oh.
I want to less now that you've said that.
Oh, sorry.
Spoons peeks around Victor at Calynn.
I didn't.
Can we see into the cave?
It's pretty dark, but there is a glowing light coming from down the cavern, and this cavern kind of curves a little bit, but you see a glow.
Oh man, if only we had a way to light up this cavern.
A warm glow or a cool glow?
You can hear the difference.
You can.
It sounds like this.
That sounds like a cool glow to me.
Yeah.
What if I do this?
Getting warmer.
Yeah. That
All
sounds
right, it
warm.
doesn't sound like that. It's the cool one, but it's warm. Never. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for confusing you all.
Do we have flashlights?
On your phones,
We
man?
have jogs.
Oh, I was gonna say, or Liddy and Louie can light it up.
Yeah.
Light it up.
I'm not going down there.
At all?
No. There's a light down there. I've read this book. There's going to be a big dome around us in 5 minutes, and we're all going to poof out of here because none of us are 15.
Speak for yourself.
What book is that? That sounds good.
Ford, you're not 15?
I don't remember the name of it.
Okay.
Is it just like, what, gone from memory or
I
something?
don't know. I listened to a podcast where they talked about it. Yeah,
What the hell is a podcast?
you listen to podcasts.
When?
I don't know, you just find stuff you like, I don't know, Animorphs or something, and you find podcasts about it.
Ford, you hear your uncle scream in pain down the hall.
Shit. And then I start heading down. It's Uncle Jesse? Was his name Jesse? Is he Uncle Jesse?
My super close family.
Yes. Uncle Jesse.
I love him so much.
Yes.
No,
Is it
Jesse's
Uncle
outside
Joey?
with Betsy and Steve.
Jesse's outside. Is it? Who are the other two guys from Full House?
I thought
Uncle
that was
Bob
Joey.
Saget.
Morgan.
It's Uncle Joey.
I thought he was from Friends.
That's
Did you say
Chandler.
Uncle Joey? Austin,
Yeah.
cut it out.
Have mercy.
What was my uncle's name?
I
Ethan.
thought it was
Ethan.
Oh.
Uncle Ethan. Yeah, I thought it was.
I think
Just
we
like Jesse.
joked that it was Jesse so much. That's what's in my brain. So I just imagine like the three of us are standing there looking at Ford while he's like, I'm absolutely not going in. And then the scream happens and he just starts walking past all of us and we're just like, okay.
It's Uncle Ethan.
So we're going then?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys rush towards the noise.
Can I make Louie make light?
Yeah.
Yeah, can Liddy help?
Yep, Liddy, Chonks, all the fire boys and girls. They start to illuminate the cavern as you all move down it. And as you all come around the curve, you can see that it opens up into a bigger space, a bigger cavern area with water kind of dripping down and forming puddles. There's also big crevasses that you could fall down, so be careful, you know what I'm saying?
You saying there's a pool at the bottom of this? In this big cave, there's a huge pool at the bottom of this?
I read that book series too.
I know this one.
You guys, this is...
Oh,
Hey, Austin, cover your ears. He's gonna fucking kill one of our dogs right now.
No.
The last time we all had to face a crevasse, he killed one of our dogs.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about the color of the glowing lights, because last time we walked down a cavern illuminated with warm glowing lights, it ended poorly.
Yeah, it did. It did. So we should just leave. Austin will be like, oh no, my plot. Fuck that guy. He killed one of our dogs.
Hashtag Bronk lives.
Forever
Hashtag
in our
dog killer
hearts.
Austin.
Dog killer Austin. Number one dog killer.
Number one dog killer.
We've gotten 2 feet in this fucking thing.
I know.
So yeah, we walk.
and as you get to this cavern, what you see in it is Ethan taking a knee next to a Pokemon that's furry and stands upright and has a mane of flame shooting out from it. It's a Typhlosion who is also badly beaten. Ethan looks pretty fucking roughed up too. And as you move a little bit closer, you see in front of them is Slice's Pokemon Cleavor. There's a Sizor and a Skulkor standing watching atop a bridge that is over the battlefield, and Slice is standing with them. Ethan looks at his Typhlosion. Back in your Pokeball, buddy. While he's using that stone, you're at risk. You fought hard, but it's time to rest. The Typhlosion shakes his head and the flames sprout. Sprout? You sure? He asks, and Typhlosion lets out a booming noise. But nonchalantly, Slice on the bridge gives his Pokemon a command as he sees you all enter the cavern. Cleavor, end them. And then him and his Pokemon exit through another cave tunnel. And before anybody can react, the Cleavor darts forward and swings his blade towards Ethan, but Typhlosion's mane of fire flares out and a gout of flame erupts from his mouth. And it's enough to deflect the Cleavor's strike. Typhlosion collapses and Ethan quickly rushes to his side. During this commotion, Slice is vanished in the shadows, but Cleaver stands, waiting. Ethan stands up, but with shaky legs, he drops back to a knee, and then he notices you all. My whole team is wiped. Slice must be heading up to the top of Mount Moon. He's gonna battle that Zapdos. Ford, if he uses that stone on Zapdos, he'll get exactly what he wants.
And then I start running.
As you go to pass Ethan, he grabs your shoulder. Let your friends go. Ford, you stand with me.
Okay.
I have one revive left for this Typhlosion. We'll hold off the Cleavor. He looks back. The rest of you get to Slice and stop him.
I feel like that's all the incentive Nova needs, and she's gonna take off.
Yeah, Calynn will run after Nova.
Victor will definitely hesitate and kind of look back and forth and just be like, Ford, be careful, please.
Yeah. Okay. And then he turns around and he throws the Pokeball with Aaron out at me.
It explodes. Mikey! And we'll cut away from this scene. The rest of you move along this bridge, and it takes you up and out to the peak of Mount Moon. As you exit, you can feel your skin start to tingle. You can feel your teeth and your bones and your body shiver. Your hair begins to raise as static electricity flows through the air. And then suddenly, a wave of electricity hits you all, and you thud to the ground and cannot move.
What about Pichu?
She stays up a little bit longer than everybody else, but she thuds down as well.
Rude, and I disagree, but all right.
Is it like a KO?
You're to the ground and you feel your body
So
You
it's
got
Thunder
tased.
Wave.
Mm-hmm.
We got taste.
Got taste.
A screech from above rings out, piercing all your eardrums as you see a Pokemon shoot out of a cloud, lightning fast. It's met by a barrage of Shadow Scyther, which it easily dispatches of in many puffs of smoke. It circles and dives once again and is met with more Shadow Scyther. During this commotion, you all see a small metallic ball flying through the air. A Skulk ball. But it looks slightly modified. It has a metallic black top, and the latch is a little bit different. Your body's strained to move. You can't do anything to stop it, to help in any way, because you're paralyzed. The legendary Pokemon sees the ball, and just as it hits the tip of its wing, it's too late for it to do anything either. The red light engulfs the Zapdos, and it's pulled into the Skulk Ball, and you see the Skulk Ball fall back to the ground. As that happens, the feelings in your nerve endings stop jittering, and you can start to move again. And as you all push yourself up and move through the jaggy rocky terrain of the peak of Mount Moon, you see Slice. He places the Skulk Ball into a floating, glowing black stone. And then with a burst of energy, the Scourge Stone begins to siphon the power from the Skulk Ball. Standing guard in front of it is the mutated Scyther evolution, Skulkor, and it's flanked by Shadow Scyther. Slice looks over his shoulder at you. Bravo to you for making it this far. But I'm sorry to say that you're too late. And he throws 5 Pokeballs in the air and more Shadow Scyther erupt out of him, and they race towards you. And so does his Scizor. Everybody, we're going into initiative now. All right, so first up is Slice's Cleavor. Actually, I'll say before this battle starts, Ethan does pull out his Revive and sprays it onto his Typhlosion. Get up, buddy. And Typhlosion is up but weak. And then Cleavor will move forward. Here we go, guys. Have fun.
Have fun.
I like the idea that Austin's just leaving now. Like, here's all the shit. Bye.
Have fun, you guys.
All right. He moves up to Aaron, and we'll use X Scissor for a 8 to hit, which does hit. So as he moves forward, he crosses both of his axe-bladed arms and just swings it down towards Aaron. And that does hit, but it's halved. So the damage is 24 minus Aaron's defense.
24. Okay.
And next up is Typhlosion, who stands himself back up. Acting quick, he runs forward and shoulder tackles the Cleavor with Swift, which will hit. Skulkor plants his feet and just awaits anybody to approach him, but Sizor moves forward to attack. Sizor runs up and clamps down around Chonks' eyes with a Night Slash. Maybe, if it hits. 18 to hit.
Critical hit.
Oh yeah, that's a crit. Which is 40 minus defense.
Okay, I've done your calculations, Puppet Master.
Next up is the Shadow Scyther. These two will move forward to Spoons. And we'll just start swinging their blades back and forth as they use Fury Cutter. -2 for the first one. So that misses. Spoons manages to away from these blades. And then the second is a 12.
Yeah.
So that is, whoa.
Well, I mean, it's a bug type attack, and he's psychic, so it's double.
Oh shit. 31 doubled at 62.
He's still down.
All right. Minus his defense.
Yeah, he's out.
So Spoons goes down. These two Shadow Scyther will flutter forward and do the same multiple swipes at Scyther. And Bug against Bug is flat. So these are just flat. 4 to hit Scyther.
Yeah.
So then that means the 9 will hit as well. So
No, I don't think the 9 will hit as well.
74 altogether. I think that takes him down too.
Hey, buddy, we could just leave. You don't have to do this. You can just tell us you don't want to play tonight. We can just go.
Well, Scyther's up.
No, he's not.
Awesome.
He's down.
Victor is up.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking grab Spoons and do I have a revive? Yes I do. I'm gonna fucking revive him. Sorry, bud.
So Revive brings him back and gives him 20 hit points.
Alright, just hang back until I can think of a strategy, I think.
Do you want to like move up and move him back with you?
Yeah.
Nova accidentally skipped over you. You were actually before Victor, but you can go now.
I guess I need to bring out Pashka on my turn. She's not out yet.
Now add her to initiative.
How tall are the...
We'll say the ones behind you are about 10 feet high. The ones in front of you are just difficult terrain, so it just takes double movement to get over them. The ones on the sides, like the big ones, are probably about 30 feet up.
Okay. I guess hold back, because I feel like the Scythers are going to come our way anyways. So.
Calynn,
Yo,
you are up.
great. Is it safe to say that all of these Shadow Scyther, etc., are before our Pokemon, other than Spoons? Probably.
They have all already went. So all of the enemy is done. The ones in the back are just standing guard.
Okay. So then we would have like Chonks and everybody go through their turn next and all that kind of jazz.
Yep, all of your all's Pokemon will go through.
Great. That changes what I'm doing. So Calyn's going to... Let me check that I've stolen enough shit for this first. Yeah, Calyn's gonna run up to Scyther and use a revive on Scyther.
Gains 20 HP back. Scyther.
Shanks. Nice. Welcome back to the land of the living. Nothing else, because I don't think she can do anything else yet, and the other thing I was going to do was simply out of spite, and it will do nothing at this point, so I'm not going to waste it.
Fjord.
It's my entire action to throw another Pokeball out, right?
It is, but you can throw multiple Pokeballs with one action.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to throw a Pokeball to the other side of the cleaver. Well, I'm going to throw 2 Pokeballs. I'm going to throw Cameron and basically raise Iris. I'm going to throw it like a basketball, and I'm just going to yell, Kobe! As I do it. I want Cameron to be a little further away from the Shadow Cyphers. A little closer into Typhlosion.
Anything else on your turn?
Nothing.
Scyther.
What a great day. Fuck it. Let's use Quick Attack. Why not? On one of the Shadow Scyther. The closest one. If I may. Austin, can I? Austin,
Yes.
can I do it? Austin.
can.
Austin, can I? Austin!
Yes.
Does a 6?
A 6 hits. Which one?
The closest one.
There's 2 equidistant.
Sorry, the one in front of him.
What does this look like?
I think it looks like much like the other ones where he just takes his blade and just right through him like on an X pattern, and he just poofs into dust in front of him.
Any movement?
Yeah. You know what? Let's fuck it. Scyther's gonna... How many feet of movement does Scyther have? Let's do some fun shit today.
Yay.
Can I get there?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm a menace and I'm not gonna apologize for it. There we go.
I wouldn't.
I won't.
Spoons.
Okay, bud. Pretend like this is the gym battle that we did up here. Like, what can we do to, you know, maybe we should just kind of hit and then run kind of thing, maybe?
Ah.
Okay, and then Spoons is gonna try and grab a decent-sized rock and see if he can teleport that above Slice. Like, Victor did not give him a target, but, like, I don't know.
Spoons like turns his head, looks around, finds a rock, and then grabs it. And you want to roll a focus check for him? That's a good enough focus to add an extra base damage to the struggle attack. So now you make a struggle attack and figure out damage if you hit.
And does he suck worse because there's flanking because Scyther's right there? It depends on where Spoons popped in. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Probably above him?
In this game, flanking works as long as there's an adjacent ally. So yes, you get a +2 to the roll, which just hits. You want to describe what this looks like?
He grabs a rock, probably like basketball size, pops out of existence, pops 6 or 7 feet above Slice, lets that shit drop.
All right, roll an extra D8 as well. Hell yeah.
Little murder hobo.
23 minus defense. So yeah, this rock hits him and he staggers. You see a trail of blood just start going down his face.
Victor is horrified.
He looks up at the Abra named Spoons. And Spoons floats up there and just kind of like shakes his head back and forth towards Slice.
Victor is deeply disturbed.
Chunks.
Yeah, what's up?
It's Chunks' turn.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping for. A little too chill. Chonks is gonna just hit this Sizor is who Chonks is gonna try to hit.
Okay.
Metal and bug. We should use an Ember attack is what we should use. That's what we should use.
What's this ember look like when it hits Sizor?
It looks like Chonks, very chill, very demure, very mindful, just turning and giving like a like, you know, the full like cartoon open mouth where like way too much flame just like siphons out, like exactly like every time Ash did something fucking stupid and his Charmander or Charmeleon would just torch him. Exactly like that, because the Sizor is standing just to the side of Chunks, and Chunks just turns her head and levels that.
Does Chunks get anything extra because of its ability for this?
I'm going to need you to clarify that question.
Don't you have like an ability called Burn that does something like
Blaze.
that? Blaze.
A +5 bonus to fire type. When the bonus is a user under a third of their maximum hit points.
He's not.
Okay, so yeah, it's a +5 damage.
30 times 2 minus his defense.
Boom.
That's a big hit.
I mean, we're playing types, my friend. We're playing rock, paper, scissors on type mode, as a young child once said.
You see as the flame kind of heats up the metal. Hang on, is steel also?
Yes.
Yep.
So that's...
Bug steel, that's like 4 times.
So yeah, it is 4 times. So another 60 points. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not. That's why I said he's bug steel, right? And then stared into the middle distance before going, yeah, we need a fire attack.
The 5 gets double 2, so it is 30 times 4. And that's a lot more.
This is
120.
Austin doing math. I think Austin's having so much fun doing math right now.
What does it look like when you knock this fucking Scyther out after you describe the full thing to me?
Dude, very demure, very mindful. Again, Chonks has just turned, did the cartoon classic blaze to this thing, and I like to imagine there's just that second where it's still standing there, but like now completely like blackened with char over its entire husk, and it looks like it's about to like do its attack, and then it just like its eyes start in the swirls, and it just topples to the ground.
Hell yeah, dust flies up as it slams into the ground. Nice chunks. Anything else? Movement?
I mean, what more do you need? What else would you like me to do to fuck up your game, Austin? No, I'm just kidding. I think that's it for
Fuck
Chunks'
it up.
turn.
All right, next up is Aaron.
So he's gonna do Fury Swipes on this cleaver.
Hell yeah.
He's not even gonna think about it. He's just gonna do it. Well, I don't think a zero's gonna do it.
Nope, a 0 will not do it. Aaron swings at the cleaver, and the cleaver just puts up one of its big blades. Axe blade hand. Monkey! Aaron doesn't like that he missed. He never likes it when he misses.
No, he gets mad.
Louie.
I wanted to collect everybody and move them all together.
It looks like you are the last of them to go, so Dewey and Louie can move on your turn with you. Basically, they drop an initiative with you. Yeah, so on your turn, Nova, they're basically holding their actions to move with you.
Okay.
Pichu.
And Pichu is... you know what? Pichu has repeatedly, every time we have Pichu out, fucked shit up immensely just of their own volition. And I feel like they're sleeper agents, so I think Pichu's gonna like try to level attack at the Shadow Scyther that's in front of it. It's 1.1 meter. Yeah, let's thunder shock it. It's a Pichu. Let's do some shocking damage.
14 will hit.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it doesn't resist or anything like that. As soon as describe this to me.
It's Pichu sitting behind a rock, and the Shadow Scyther is kind of like above on top of the other side of this rock, and Pichu's just like lowered down there, and like a tiny little baby sniper, he's just in the rocks and just through the rocks and hits this freaking thing.
And I will say, you guys notice as the storm, the clouds start to part as Zapdos was taken into the Skulk Ball. And the Shadow Scyther just... Anything else for Pichu?
Pichu just lowers back down behind the rocks, and this is just for flavor, not mechanically, blends in with their surroundings and disappears into the little, like...
Cubone looks behind it. Doesn't see Pichu anymore. Bound! It smacks its wrench on the ground and looks forward. Cubone's up.
Hell yes. Cubone, I think, is... I'm making up just character arcs at this point rather than anything else.
And this in front of Cubone is like a grouping of rocks, so it's difficult terrain. It costs 2 to get over it.
So it'd be like 9 meters.
Yeah, that's right.
I know sometimes, Austin, it's really freaking hard to know that I have learned things, and I get it. I'm scared too.
I'm scared of you.
I'm scared of me too. I think Cubone probably can't get all the way there and do anything because I don't think I have any attacks that are ranged long enough for this. Double move, I think. Can I do that? Can I double move? Great. This is sort of like D&D. Okay, I can get there if I double move. Cubone's gonna move over here with Scyther because Cubone never fucking lets the goal slip out of mind. Cubone knows what the fuck they're after.
Boom. And as Cubone runs up, Pidge swoops down. Pidge's turn.
Hell yeah. All right, what's our fly speed here? I can get there. That's close enough. Pidgey is going to fly over there and attack this thing because, you know, Pidgey makes his own goddamn rules.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is to it. He's going to go ahead and tackle attack. Why not? Why not?
Yeah. What's it look like?
It's like Pidgey apparently sitting on Victor's shoulder, either against Victor's will or not, and then taking off and flying directly at this Shadow Scyther and just like beak first, like through it. And I like to imagine as his beak hits, it just puffs into this dust cloud and he flies out the other side with this epic sort of, you can see the wing beats going through the dust that's going through the air.
Pidgey's always welcome on Victor's shoulder.
Aww.
That's beautiful. Ta-da-da! Posy's up.
Okay, let's see here. Posy is going to move. Can Posy move enough to get to the cleaver? Let's see here.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Then Posy is just going to move up to the cleaver and attack the cleaver with...
I hardly know her.
I know. I hardly know her. I hardly know her, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Let's do bite attack.
9 will hit.
Okay.
Do you want to describe that?
She just runs up and bites the cleaver in the ankle while the cleaver is looking at Aaron, defending from Aaron's attack.
Glue. Like looks over as it takes a bite. Like tries to shake its foot, but Posy's just yeah. All right, so that's 11 minus its defense.
I think I get to quadruple that.
Oh, almost. Except it doesn't do anything special.
I tried. It worked for everybody else, so I figured I would. Posy
It
bites his
worked
ankle.
for everybody else.
Yeah, it's just gonna. Posy does 1,000 damage with that bite.
I will say that this cleaver looks pretty strong, and that bite, while it takes purchase, it doesn't seem that it hurts it too much. Pashta floats back and lines up with Nova and Louie and Dewey. Liddy peeks its head out from behind Calynn and looks to Calynn.
You want to go fight a guy?
It looks forward and sees all its pokey friends doing battle and the flame on its head.
All right. Let's rage. Liddy cannot genuinely do anything, so I'll just move Liddy closer to... Liddy's going to travel a ways is what's going to happen. Not far. In like 3 turns, Liddy will get there.
Oh, Liddy can't move that fast?
Just 1.
Does it have levitate speed?
Oh, great question. I don't
He's just a
think
little
so.
guy.
Oh, 5. God damn. Liddy's a goddamn speed demon. I take everything back. I've never looked at that before.
Liddy's lit.
Liddy is fucking lit. Got a flame under that Liddy's ass. Hell yeah. Liddy's gonna float right over to that little guy and does an 8 hit.
It does. Tell me what this looks like.
I like to imagine tiny little Liddy, because in my mind, Liddy has never ever regrown in size to normal Liddy size since Liddy shrunk. So I like to imagine this tiny little tea candle sized Liddy just determinedly floating over to this shadow scyther. And like, it's just so small that the scyther doesn't notice, and it kind of floats underneath it and then just like flares up the entire flame on the top of its head and engulfs this thing that poofs out in a puff of smoke.
Yes, I love that. And like Chonks looks over, cha, nods her head. Ford, you see this Cleavor shake its leg to have Posey release its grip. Looks at Aaron, looks at the Typhlosion, and then looks to you. And it just bounds forward towards you. So Aaron, Posey, and the Typhlosion will all get opportunity attacks. So that's struggle attacks. Let me roll this Typhlosion. Typhlosion hits. Aaron hits.
Okay, an 8 hits.
And 8 hits.
Okay, I'm just going to will it into being accurate. I'm just going to start saying this stuff first so that it works. A -1 hits.
All of these Pokemon strike this Cleaver, but it still moves forward towards you. Ford, he's going to get in close to you and just unleash some slashes as he uses close combat. He aims for your ribs first. A 10 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Wait a minute.
No, see, it's going to work one time. Yeah, that hits.
So that's 49 minus your defense. And your defense and special defense are lowered by 1 combat stage.
That's stupid and I hate it, but okay.
I hate it too. He will move here with the rest of his movement. Next up is Typhlosion. Ethan will say, Typhlosion, get the Cleaver away from my nephew. He'll move over here and use, that's right, you guessed it, Flame Wheel. His mane flares and you see just a wheel of flame roll out of his mouth.
I didn't guess it. I didn't.
Next time.
Yep. Wait, did you just describe Flame Wheel by saying a wheel of flame?
Yep.
Did you just room that attack?
I ruined it.
Room, not ruin.
Right. How could we have not known?
Wheel of Flame is my favorite song.
Eagle's song?
It's my favorite
Cash.
song.
Johnny Cash.
I threw it in the chat. I was like, Kaycie,
no.
read the chat. Kaycie, read the chat.
Yeah. Wheel of Flame is my favorite Johnny Cash.
I thought you were going to say it's your favorite Pat Sajak hosted game show. That's where I was going to go.
Wheel of Flame.
I would watch the shit out of that.
This burns Cleavor bad. It does have a pretty high defense, though. After the flames kind of dissipate around it, it looks towards the Typhlosion and focuses its attack there for the next time. Next up is Skulkor, who will ready an action for anybody that gets close to it or to the Scourge Stone. Sizor is out of the fucking game. Scizor? Nobody really knows how to say it.
Skizzers.
Potato.
Potato, tomato, eggs, greens.
This
Let's
is the
call the whole
recipe
thing off.
for the perfect little girl.
Shadow Scyther's turn. We're going to go in Mount Moon. So, Ford, you see this Shadow Scyther go towards Biscuit Ray Cyrus and swing its claws for Fury Cutter. 14 to hit?
Nope.
I don't think it's going to work this time.
It will one time. Like, yeah, it never had prayer.
This Sizor will run towards Aaron, but fly up in the air and swing towards the Typhlosion.
Like, how much did the attack do for Biscuit?
39 minus its defense. And the already weak Typhlosion takes these hits and drops to the ground with swirls around its eyes. Against Cameron, 11 will hit, and it's 40 minus Cameron's defense. Following the Shadow Scyther that took out the Typhlosion, This one will, as it jumps up in the air, another appears right in front of Aaron and will hit for one of the dice rolled max. So that's 40 minus Aaron's defense. The one against Aaron that just happened is 40 halved to 20 minus Aaron's defense.
You should be sorry.
I am. This one will attack Posey. And tell me how this misses Posey. What does she do?
She just steps to the side. It's really like not super dramatic. Like she just looks up and she just, with her grumpy look on her face, sees the Scyther coming and just steps to one side and then looks at the Scyther and dial.
Hell yeah, anime style, like side eye.
Yeah, unapprovingly.
The last one will take a swing at Biscuit Ray Cyrus, and that'll hit.
It's just rude.
I agree. Okay, so Biscuit Ray Cyrus is also have 14 minus her defense, and then it's Slice's turn.
Are you sure that a concussion doesn't drop him down the turn order?
It's the adrenaline flowing through his body. Slice will pull a scythe, like two of those little handheld scythes from his jacket, and use Sacred Sword against Scyther. Sacred Sword cannot miss. Sorry. So that's going to be 24 minus Scyther's defense.
What type is he?
Human.
A man.
Wow.
He's a man.
I feel like that's a weakness.
It is absolutely weak type. It is weak versus everything.
Oh, okay. So you said 24 minus
defense, yeah.
That's defense. 24 minus 11 dash. Oh god, 13.
I think human would do double damage against potato.
I would do double.
I've never had a potato defeat me.
What about if it has a potato gun?
That could defeat me.
I think if you
That's
take
true.
a potato to the head.
Yeah,
Well,
potato
no.
gun to the
knee.
head.
A potato to the knee.
I feel
Yeah.
like what you're implying is that you physically fight the potato, but like
I do.
potatoes, if you eat them, like how many times have they you have too many chips,
Bottomless
you have health
fries.
issues, bottomless fries, that could take
it
you
plays
out.
the long game.
It
It's-
does.
Yeah.
Peeling and or cutting the potatoes, I've never had one defeat
But
me in
have
a
you
peel or cut
used
fight.
a mandolin?
I have, and that was a tomato
Mandolin
that
beats
got me.
everyone.
No, it was a
Often.
tomato. That's why I didn't bring up tomatoes. It wasn't a potato.
Tomato's a water type.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
Potatoes are
watermelon.
type.
I like watermelon.
Lemon
You
used
would.
squirt attack into your eye.
So does grapefruit. Similar.
Yeah, yeah.
As a swift action, Slice is going to throw a Pokeball behind the Scyther and Cubone, and a Shadow Scyther pops out. Ethan, Typhlosion. He'll recall Typhlosion. All my Pokemon are wiped, but I can help you out, Ford. He will use a potion on Posey. So Posey can gain 20 hit points back. And after that, Nova, you see the sun in the sky after the clouds have cleared, shine bright down, and this little twinkles out of your eye as your Pokemon line up behind you. What do?
That's cool. I want to take her that way with everybody.
Describe to me what this looks like as Nova shoots across the battlefield.
So Nova is going to kind of collect everybody and tell them to come with her. She is going to do a couple of those cool wall runs to run up the side of the cliff here to get around the rough terrain, and do a hop over, giving a little fist bump to Liddy on the way, and then run through that other part and get behind the rocks. The goal is she's moving all of them so that we can go for Slice's Skull Core and the Scourge Stone.
As you jump down and land right here, you see all your Pokemon that have kind of been hanging on to the back of Ford's shirt that's been tied around you, and they all fling forward, and your Pokemon can go now. Dewey up first.
All right.
They have full movement and action, full turns.
Okay, so they can move again?
Yep.
Cool.
Because they held on to you and let you take them.
Nice. Worked even better than I thought it would.
Through the winds and the water. I don't know the words that go.
It's that. Good job.
Yep,
Yeah,
you did it.
pretty much. It's just how far you'll go.
If Dewey moves to like here, he can't see that skull core, can he?
Yes. He can see them, yes.
All right, Dewey's now close enough. Gust on this one.
All right.
So this?
That'll hit.
Okay. Are they technically airborne because of fly?
Yes.
I mean, ideally, I would... Can I push that one back to try and knock into the other ones that are behind him?
Yes. So roll a focus check with Dewey, and if it's above a 10, the other Shadow Scyther will take some damage too. So this other Shadow Scyther manages to just duck out of the way as the first one dissipates, but that one's gone.
Cool. That should be it for Dewey, right?
Yep. Dewey done.
Okay.
Louie.
Okay. Big turn for me.
Drift. I don't know what the Driftlings sound like. Drift.
What sound does a balloon make?
According to Austin, they sound like a Fast and the Furious movie.
It's all about family. 1 mile at a time. Dom.
Louis is going to cast Imprison on the skull core.
Oh.
You're going to jail, Buster.
I'm gonna lock you up for your entire life, mister.
3 against its evasion.
Yeah.
Beats.
Oh, shit.
I pulled a fast
By
one.
Drake.
You did. Your face lied to me.
Yeah, so what happens? What does this look like?
Okay, so I feel like Louis is going to like kind of glow a little bit and start to kind of like vibrate and rattle just a little bit, and because of the crack in his dome, like there's a little bit of that like crinkly sound, and the skull core is going to get that like startled eye movement, but like start to struggle but not be able to move. Oh, it cannot miss. If I just read, I would not have been surprised, but it was better for the game because I didn't read.
It looks confused and
Skull.
all right. Done with Louis.
Yes.
Pasta.
I want Pasta move to here. Ish? Yeah. And I want her to headbutt this one.
What's that look like?
I feel like with the little floating hands out, like those kind of go back and she just becomes like a streamlined little bullet with her little trash can and just like launches herself. I'm thinking very Ralph Wiggum, like through the window. And just bullets herself right through the scyther.
Like the Pidgey before her, all the smoke flows around her and she stands there. Pasta. All right, anything else?
I think that's everything. That's a big turn.
Big turn. Nice turn. Looked cool as fuck in my mind.
Yeah.
Victor. Goes the spoils.
Ooh. Okay, so Victor is still reeling from the fact that he just watched his sweet baby boy drop a giant rock on a man's head, causing him to bleed. So he's gonna... Spoons, why don't you come back? We'll give Sonny a turn. And he'll send out Sonny.
Yeah, so you can put
I'm gonna make you work.
him up to 6 squares away from you.
I have some options. She can go... You get it.
So I'm gonna just have Sunny go right after you because she would already went this round. So Sunny's up.
Her overland speed is 3.
Aye.
I'm gonna have her be backup for Nova, so she will double move around the rock to the left. hang on, because it's different angles, I'm gonna do 3 at a time. So, okay, it's about there. All right, she's right next to you, Nova. Not occupying the same square though, but you just see this little side hook.
I feel like Nova is like crouched and ready, and all of a sudden just hears like the splat of the feet, like sigh, coming up next to her.
Calynn.
Hell yeah. Very first order of business is Calyn's just gonna look around at the carnage that she and her friends are leaving on the field and be like, I got some cool ass friends. And then she'll I think she will go to help Scyther and Cubone here. What's up, Austin? What'd you hear? What'd you hear?
She'll go to hell.
She'll go to fucking hell. I'm already
Right out
in
of her
hell,
ass.
Austin.
What is your brain today?
I don't know, man.
See, I feel like this is classic Austin. He expects me to be saying the worst of all things at all times.
Maybe he just wants to cuss. He should have been a little kid today.
Oh, damn.
Do you want to be a little kid today, Austin?
Yeah. Can I GM the rest of the game as a little kid?
I wish you would. That would be delightful. I give you permission.
Yeah.
Get away from my Scourge Stone, you stupid bitch.
Why you guys killing all my fucking Shadow Cypher? What the fuck? Assholes.
I feel like Slice opens his mouth and you're like, that was not the voice I thought that was going to come out of that face, if I'm being real.
Calyn's gonna double move
Calyn's
to get
getting
over.
in the shit.
She's getting in the fucking shit. She's getting over here with this fucking Scyther and shit. Then that's all she's gonna. The only character sheet I don't have open is Calyn's.
You always memorize your characters' stuff, so you don't even have to.
Yeah.
I know you knew her overland and all that already.
Yeah. Well, that's why I knew I had to double move. It's a little short of having a double move. But yes, that's what she's doing. She's there. And then now that she's there with Spoons and Cubone and Scyther, she's going to be like, what up, guys? And that's it.
Bounce.
Fucking Victor sees you run, and he's just like, oh no. Because you're still fucking, like, barely alive, and you're running into a man with blades.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. She looks rough. She's like gimping, running over. It's like when you see Laura Dern running down at after she's been in the bunker, and you see her run across the field. It's that super like gimpy run.
Calynn, no.
Ford, you are up.
Okay, so Ford is next to the cleaver.
Mm-hmm.
And because Swan mentioned Ralph Wiggum, all I can think is he's thinking, I'm in danger. And then he's going to kick the cleaver's leg and then run away. He's going to try and trip the cleaver.
All right, so this is a maneuver.
You're a maneuver.
Thanks.
Hey,
What?
is that the voice you should be GMing in?
Thanks, motherfucker. You and the target each make opposed combat or acrobatics checks. If you win, the target is tripped.
Well, shit.
You go to try to trip him, and he just kicks your foot like for a block. Cleave.
And then I run away.
All right, he is going to take an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah, that's okay. I got to get out of here.
Negative
That doesn't
one.
hit. Yeah, it doesn't hit.
You duck underneath it. And where do you want to move?
Over beside Ethan.
All right, Scyther is up. Scythe. She looks and has some confidence now that her new friend is beside her.
Aw, it's adorable.
She does the thing where she like clacks her blades together and they make sparks.
That's awesome. Listen, this fucking guy attacks Scyther with a blade. So I think it's only fair that Scyther attacks back, right?
I think so. Don't fucking do it, you little bug bitch.
Who are you talking to or as in this moment?
Slice to Scyther.
Gotcha.
That's the
All right.
voice then.
That's the voice.
Oh no.
That's it.
Oh,
That is his
Austin.
actual human voice.
Shit. I take it back. Don't you do it, you little fucking bug bitch. I'm GMing as the kid, not just playing the characters as a kid.
Well, that's fucking rude as
I'm
shit.
sorry. 14 hit.
No, that's Calynn to Slice.
I'm so confused.
We're playing too far into the space.
So yeah, 14 hits.
Yeah, dude.
Obviously.
Obviously.
It does like get his his little size up just in time, but you see the blade still slices his face.
Is it a sai or is it a scythe?
Scythe.
Specify.
Scythe. Slice got his scythes up in front of Scyther's scythe just in time to kind of deflect some of the damage, but it sliced him across Slice's face with Scyther's scythe blades.
And to all a good night.
Anything else for Scyther?
No, that's it.
Spoons nods towards Victor. Brah! He returns to him. Is there anything else he wants to do on his turn?
I think maybe it would be helpful to go over to Pichu and just kind of like be his little guardian, and maybe at some point move him into a certain strategic place.
I'm imagining you like picking up Pichu out of the rocks, and like Pichu thinks that she's totally hidden, and you just see her little legs like she's trying to like a dog trying to swim as you're lifting them up.
When you hold them over, she just looks so vulnerable over there.
She's just little.
Hey, baby.
That's it.
All right, Chunks. Shah! Itching to get back into the fight.
Always. Chonks is always itching to get back into the fight. So Chonks is going to go over to the Shadow Scyther, though, and, make an attempt.
All right, attempt it up.
I am going to attempt it up. We're going to do a fun one.
Describe this attack to me.
Chonks, itching to get back into the fight, sees the little cluster that's forming of Scyther and Cubone and Calynn and where Spoons was and just popped out of. And Chonks runs over and just with the rage of 1,000 dragons attacks the Shadow Scyther that's kind of behind them that would potentially maybe, I don't know, be causing some sort of flanking maneuver and or be in the way, and just swipes at it and bites at it and rages at this thing and hits it.
During these like bites and claws and tail swings and everything a dragon can do, puff of smoke like the fire of a dragon's breath erupts in front of Chonks. And she looks at you and goes, "Million."
Hell yeah.
Aaron.
Fury swipes on the Shadow Scyther in front of me again.
Hell yeah. Kick its fucking ass, Aaron. Minecraft. Hell yeah, that hits. What's that look like?
Just massive slashes and punches that is so fast that it just looks like a blur.
Hell yeah. And as the blur of fists stops, they're just radiating with this smoke coming off of them as the Shadow Scyther's no longer there. Next up is Calynn's Pokemon, Pichu, Cubone, and then Pidgey.
Pichu is over with Victor in Spoons. I think Pichu is going to, other than scrabbling like a small dog trying to get away, will stay with them. Can I say that Pichu can hold an action? Like, if they get him or get her close enough, she'll pop off an attack?
Yep.
Sweet. So that's what Pichu's going to do. And then you said Cubone next?
Yep.
Oh, Cubone's going to fucking take an attack against Slice here.
Hell yeah. As like the blood from Scyther's blade starts to trickle down his face along with the blood from the rock that hit him on the other side, he doesn't want to get hit with this wrench, and he swings one of his scythes to the side to block the wrench.
Rude. And then who did you say was next?
Pidge.
Pidgey. Okay. Where the hell is Pidgey? I know where Pidgey is. It's fine. Hey, since it's flying, does the rock... How high is the rock? Does it bother me? Does the cold even bother me anyway?
No. The rock doesn't even bother you anyway.
She's going to go back up Pashta here and fly over here, and he's going to fuck shit up with Nova's team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it, because it double moved to get there.
Go ahead and do Liddy's turn, and then we'll go to Posey.
Oh, little Liddy. Liddy's going to be able to get to here. And let's see if Liddy's got anything super cool and special happening in here. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I can pick I can't. Right. Melee 1 target. Do I get to pick the target?
Yes, but you do have to be beside him for melee.
Okay. Minimize. Get even tinier. It's already minimized, so it won't matter. All right. I think Liddy then will just be there and just go back to Calynn and stay with Calynn. And I think that's going to be Liddy's turn right now because there's nothing else I can do without risking hitting my own peeps.
Back inside Mount Moon, Posey takes in the situation around her, and it's her turn. Todadaya. Fuck yeah. Hit.
Ugh.
What's it look like?
Weak damage, though. This is the same Shadow Scyther that had jumped at her and missed with its attack. So while she's looking judgmentally at the Shadow Scyther who went right past her, she just slashes her right in the side.
Any movement or anything?
No. She'll stay where she's at.
Next up is this Cleavor. He's got his eyes still on you, Ford. And he hunkers down, spreads his axe arms, and just pushes forward off of his back leg straight towards you. He just bounds forward, and then like the anime slashes with swords, he swings one of his blades across your body as he uses stone axe. You see there's cracks in it, and that'll be a 13 to hit.
So I'm out.
Yeah, as his blade falls across your chest, Ethan's eyes go wide as Ford drops to the ground, and his breathing shallows, and then stops.
You guys can catch more of me at CZDrop on Twitter and twitch.tv/CZDrop. Every other Sunday, we do Dungeons and Dracon Beams. Every other Friday, a new episode of the Late Starter comes out. Okay, bye.
I'm Tim, and you can find me at horsegirls.club because I do a podcast called Horse Girls. I'm also on Animorphs Anonymous and occasionally Surprise Attack Book Club. Not me, the occasionally. The attack is occasional. And I'm Remo Beware on Twitter.
Hello, I am Kaycie. I can be found on podcasts like Animorphs Anonymous and Hearst Girls, where I talk about books with my friends. I can be found once a month on Art Corner, where I draw stuff with my friends. I can be found at B-Side You, which is my gay romance webcomic that I make and draw. You can read that for free at bsideyoucomic.com or on Tapas and Webtoons. You can also go to my Patreon to get early access pages and work in progress pages and other such content. If you find any of this intriguing, you can find me at all the places you can find me at linktr.ee/KCD Studios. Find.
Hi, I'm Alex. You can find me on Twitter at Alex and Birds. You can also find me on 800 billion podcasts all around the world. You can find me on Animorphs Anonymous. You can find me on Horse Girls. You can find me on Dungeons and Dragon Beams. You can find me on Surprise Attack Book Club. And then the other ones that are around that I do on occasion. Some of them on hiatus. Some of them are just, sporadic, like Questmaster. Oh, Linktree, linktr.ee/join the clubs. You can find all of our work there.
You can start late, but at least you're starting. Okay, bye.